Watch My Back, Watch Me Soar is loading, a non-fiction novel I wrote exploring the nook and crannies in Nigeria, starting from the north, moving to the eastern region, that is the Enugu to be precise. From there, it moved to the southwest, in reaching Ibadan, Oyo, and then moving to Lagos and even across the international boundary. So it is highly promising, and I hope you grab your copy and go through. Now, here is the reading from the piece. I'm Jethro. My father was a businessman in Kano State. He didn't go to college. After his secondary education, he joined his father's trade, becoming successful in trading produce in the local and international markets. He was the chairman of the Association of Fruit Dealers in Kano State. We lived in Magwan on the State Road in Kano. The link to our house, a four-bedroom flat, was named after him, Madugu Avenue. My father was relatively rich and people respected him for the money he had. Our house had a garden and boys' quarters. Uncle Garba, my father's younger brother, and his family used to stay at this quarter during his visit. Uncle Garba worked as a non-academic staff at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. He and my father were the only children born by their mother to our grandfather. Our grandfather lived in Zaria, Kaduna State. He had married 4 wives and had 15 children. My grandmother was the last wife. She hailed from Sokoto State. My mother used to take us to their family house in Shagari, local government area of the state. Before my mother's parents passed away, we used to visit our grand relations, mostly during the big Salah Swan festival, with my mother and sometimes with Uncle Garba. During my birth, I was told my mother had a cesarean section. After that, she couldn't carry a pregnancy again. This the made me the last child to be born in my family. There was a strong bond between her and me. It made my two older sisters jealous at times. They used to say she loved me more than them because I was the last born. My mother's parent died when she was 8 years old. She said, I never wanted to marry because I had seen marriage as a form of slavery. You had to develop bond or depend on him to make ends meet. In her culture, a woman was conditioned to believe she must depend on a man if they desired happiness. My mother discussed her upbringing with us during weekend when our father had gone to attend to his business. I thought she must have struggled to heal from the loss of her parent, and this caused her to reflect upon what her life had become. She wished for my sisters and me to understand that life is highly uncertain, so we don't feel satisfied and think it will last forever. There are many challenges, and we must be on the lookout so that we don't encounter the bad aspect of life as responsibilities that come with growing up. I was at the quarters when Baba returned from his business in the evening. He walked into my room and, without knocking, and sat on a chair. Son, I have good news. I found a piece of land in Abuja for sale. It is going to increase in value and I think we should buy it, he said in house dialect. That is great deal, Papa. Where did you find it? One man told me about it, that the seller says it is a very good piece of land and he is willing to sell it to meet his family need. One of his daughters is getting married, he explained. That sounds too good to be true, Baba, I said. I know, but I have to check out the seller and find out if he is the real owner, he said. I was still not sure. It seems like an advanced fee fraud 419 scam, which was common then on the internet. I knew my father was not as experienced with these new technologies and might be tricked into giving money to thieves. I wouldn't want my father to fall victim to Yahoo boys who were picking the pockets of people.